Hello. As you can see, no mods. I've deleted all the mods. We don't need them. The channel's not big enough. We had basically everyone as a mod. So, right, let me go to the top because we have a new face. If you see Jean, please welcome her in if she returns. Welcome, Jean. We've got Rescue in the house. Karen. Aurora. Where Aurora's gone? There she is. Yeah, hit the like, share, and subscribe. This case is very fast moving, just so you all know. Princess, welcome. Lee's in the house. Lee got to see a bit of behind the scenes working on StreamYard. It's not as easy as people think it is, but there you go. Yeah, there's Lee. Jinx is here. Please watch Jinx. She bites. Okay, so yeah, smash the like and share this live to spread awareness for Genises Nova Reid. She's missing from Enterprise, Alabama. And everybody, yeah, that's everybody. You never needed me, great. Okay, okay, let's go over to the flyer. We've got quite a bit to cover because in the Monday she was reported missing. Is what day today? Tuesday today. She was reported missing Monday. Let's get the flyer up. Very fast moving. There's a few press conferences to go over. They're only short ones, so that's good. Here she is, little cute little girl. Now, there was a bit of confusion on her age in one of the press conferences. So she was last seen age 3. So according to this flyer, she's 3. Genises Nova Reid, height 2'5". She weighs approximately 30 pounds. Female, eyes brown, I think that means. Hair color brown. Race black. Ethnicity black. Comments: 3-year-old light-skinned black female in pink Minnie Mouse pajamas. So this is what she's believed to be wearing. Top and bottoms unknown. Direction of travel. So unknown direction of travel. Let's get up 4 years. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the news clipping that made this I say viral, but made it accessible. I found a group that they're in. This is the area, by the way, just so you know. So you can see there's an apartment complex and then a very wooded area. Now, I've got some clips from the area, and a lot of locals are very active, and I'm very grateful for it because it's made it easier to make this live. If anybody, the locals come in, thank you and welcome. Yeah, everybody welcoming Jean. So, Jean, if you come in, you are being welcomed. Just put up Shelley. Lee, welcoming Jean. Okay, so, right, let's get over to the news clip, first and foremost, that broke the story.
Serious circumstances surrounding the disappearance of a 3-year-old girl in Enterprise. Witnesses on the scene claiming the girl hasn't been seen in weeks.
WDHN's Robert Smith is live in Enterprise with the latest on the investigation. Rob, what can you tell us?
Yeah, hey, Joe and Jess, I'm here in Enterprise where law enforcement has been searching for well over 10 hours looking for the missing 3-year-old. And right now, this case is still pretty active. Since before daybreak, law enforcement and concerned neighbors have been searching for the whereabouts of 2.5 to 3-year-old Genises Nova Reid.
And we've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, literally standing outside with the police. It's 4 o'clock this morning. Ain't nobody went to sleep. Ain't nobody went, and we all been standing out here waiting. That's our biggest concern, man, finding this baby home, bringing her home safely.
Law enforcement officials say the child was reported missing from Meadowbrook Apartments on Apache Drive by her mother Monday morning. She noticed Genises was not in her bed and the door was open. She was last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas.
During the morning hours, we completed a number of searches of the area in close proximity to the residents here. We are trying to leave no stone unturned. Unfortunately, we all want results now, but it does take time to get these things.
Coffee County, Enterprise, and the State Bureau investigation are helping with the search. Although Genises' disappearance was reported Monday morning, some neighbors say they haven't laid eyes on her at all this year.
She like my niece, and I'm really into her. Like, her mama bring her up there every day with me. Like, I ain't seen that baby since Christmas, but that's my friend, so I would never, go against what she say. I'm thinking like, hey, my friend trying to get her stuff together, and that's where the baby at. But my biggest concern is getting the baby home.
Another neighbor who wished to remain anonymous says she saw the child this year, but it's been well over 3 weeks ago.
The last time we have seen her, about a month ago, she used to walk up and down the road with this child and everything, and now all of a sudden now the child is missing.
Another neighbor on the scene told us how he ran into the mother at the store last weekend on Valentine's Day, and when he casually asked where is Genises, who is normally with her, he says the mother responded, "I don't know," and walked off.
We're trying to get a timeline and would appreciate that information. We haven't necessarily stated that Genises has been missing for 30 days, but that's what we're asking everybody is to provide that information.
Now, I'm still here at this scene. As a matter of fact, law enforcement just left this scene. We had a lot of neighbors from the apartments looking across the street in this wooded area that has been taped off pretty much since I've been here earlier today. But the law enforcement were in the woods looking and just searching to see if there was any kind of evidence relating to this case. Now, law enforcement did put out a be on the lookout for Genises earlier today. They say right now they are not requesting any massive search groups to look for her, but they are encouraging people, if you have any information regarding this case or her whereabouts that could lead to her whereabouts, please contact the Enterprise Police Department. We're live in Enterprise tonight. Robert Smith, WDHN News for the Wiregrass.
So y'all
seen her since before Christmas. Someone said, I have seen thing to take from that. The friend said, oh, hello, Mark. Welcome. Another friend said, which is key, maybe she was getting her life sorted. Maybe she was sorting herself out. So what sort of issues does she have that she needed to sort out? But what we do know is that she hasn't been seen since at least 3 weeks, according to that woman. Now, my next clip I've got for you is Dad. This is when Dad arrived in Alabama, and you'll see, he's pure emotion. But what I want to do first is I want to go over an article with you. Let's have a look at the article. So, South Alabama authorities searching for 3-year-old. Let me get that off. Discovered missing from bed. Enterprise Police Department issued a missing person alert for 3-year-old Genises Nova Reid. According to the alert, the child was reported missing after she was discovered absent from her bed, and the door to the residence was found to be open. The case was issued on February 16th. That was yesterday. Genesis was last seen at the 201 Apache Drive. She's described as a 3-year-old black female, approximately 5 foot 5 inch. 2 foot 5 inches, weighing around about 30 pounds. She has brown eyes and black hair. Police say she was last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, including both the top and bottoms. Her direction of travel is unknown. The case remains active. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to contact the Enterprise Police Department at 334 347 2222. So, Kid Cam, I'm not sure what that is. So, yeah, that is what we have so far. It's very distressing because some reports state that, you know, she hasn't been seen since. Let me just sort myself out there. There we go. She hasn't been seen since Christmas. Some say 3 weeks. Welcome, Susie. Okay, there we go. Nope, Mark saying hello to Susie. It's not what I meant to press. But yeah, there you go. So let's get into Dad's arrival. I will warn you, this is highly emotional and triggering. So I'm going to play it, but please bear that in mind.
He lived in Florida. Oh, he mad. He mad. He must have told him she did. He must have told him she did. But yeah, that's the brother right there laughing, doing the stupid shit. That's what brother. That's right. But that's about logical daddy right there. Mm-hmm. That's the little girl's daddy. He done drove 3 hours to get here. And they ain't did shit. He said that bullshit, man. Oh, I know that right. Oh, say that shit. Say that shit. She had to cook jailhouse talking about something. He finna break down. He finna break down. Girl, I'm trying. He finna break down. Oh, he finna break down. They need to get him. But see, they can't arrest him because he emotional right now. Mm-hmm. He letting out his feelings. He know his baby daddy.
Yeah, as you saw, Dad is very, very irate. He cannot believe nobody's seen his daughter in at least 3 weeks that we know of from reports and from locals speaking out. What I will say on that is, you know, my thoughts and prayers are with him. I have a little girl myself. She's not as young, but I know what it feels like to not know anything. And I'm sure he's very, very, very irate. And I just hope that the answers come through as soon as possible for him. Now, the next clip I've got for you, which is the actual area of interest that the police was searching. Thankfully, like I said, the locals are there and the locals are searching. Now, I've seen a few questions of custody. Could this be a custodial thing and things like that? Dad has come from out of state, so Dad is not involved. Dad has come from out of state. He's not believed to be involved, and as you just saw, his emotions are very high, which I could imagine. So, before we jump over to the clip of where she is, this is some new information that come out, and I want to make sure you get all the information that's out there because that's what matters. This is what's going to help find this little girl. It says watched live. Okay. Can't see one, but okay. Enterprise Police are set to give an update on the search for 2-year-old Genesis Nova Reid at 4:15 p.m. You can watch the live stream on the video player above. Okay, so that must have been when it was live. But don't worry, I have got it. It's just if it doesn't play, I'll give you a link to it. Dothan, Alabama law enforcement agencies are actively investigating the mysterious disappearance of a young girl in Enterprise. Enterprise police confirmed that Adrian Reid, the mother of 2-year-old Genesis Nova, was detained on Tuesday and is being held for questioning. She is not facing any charges at this time. Additional details of her detainment are not being released. A large presence of law enforcement from multiple agencies left the Enterprise Police Department early Tuesday morning to search the wooded area around the Meadowbrook apartments on the Apache Drive. Officers and agents are looking for any signs of Genesis, who was reported missing from her home Monday. Shortly after 12:30 p.m., Enterprise put out a plea on social media asking that onlookers, citizens, stay away from the active search areas and not assist in searches at this time, as it could negatively impact the investigation. Meaning they don't want them to trample on evidence, they don't want them to come across evidence, pick it up, anything like that. Leave law enforcement to what they're doing. You guys are doing great anyway. The Enterprise Police Department greatly appreciates the concern and willingness of our community to help locate Genesis Reid. Your care and support for our children and our city do not go unnoticed. Enterprise Police said on Facebook, investigators are conducting a large coordinated search using specific strategic patterns, and additional people in the area could inadvertently compromise the investigation or safety of those involved. Enterprise Police are also asking for help in the search for an alleged, see, that's a key word here, alleged friend. Okay, so I've just had a message. So an alleged friend of Genesis's family named Maria. So Maria is the alleged friend. Officials did not disclose the mystery woman's age or last name, but said she was known to be around Levels Bar and Grill in Enterprise. So this woman's alleged to be around Levels Bar and Grill. Police say Maria could have important information for the case and the ongoing search. Right, well, I'll just jump over to this. Get this off my screen. Goodbye. Okay, so that's new. That's brand spanking new, and so yeah, that is brand spanking new information that come out today. But like I said, this case is evolving rapidly. I'm just going to go over to the chat, see if there's any questions or... Oh, why you got to do me dirty every time? Okay, this is so sad. She's just a baby. Yes, she's just a baby. Broken hearts from Princess. This needs to be shared. Bring that baby home. Correct. She's a baby. Yes, she really is. She's just a tiny little baby. Daddy's there on scene, irate. Obviously, now he's probably been calmed down and looked after, as I suspect, because you heard the women that were there. They were concerned for him, and they've been doing a great job, as you're about to see, because this is the area of interest where they were searching the day before. This woman had uploaded this. I think it was like 20 minutes when I found it. It's a little bit longer, but I just grabbed it to show you guys, the area. Now, there's a few things I want to debunk after this.
Couple people in the back. Searching a little bit. They're gonna do a candlelight
at 6. And the news crew will be out here at 4 on Apache Drive. There's nothing really going on. Well, I just want to go live for the haters. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't want to help find a baby? What is it that, you know? It's just a couple of people searching from the neighborhood. I got the evidence room from TikTok. See those people walking back over there. There was one. Couple of folks in the back there.
She's not at the area. I did ask her if she wanted to come on. She didn't respond to that. She just carried on talking, so I left her there. She lives on the other side of the town, I think it is. And she said, you seen a mattress in that, and it was covered, it was all red and things like that. But I genuinely think that was rust myself, just going off it myself. But she says it's been confirmed by a neighbour that it's not related. There's also a car seat that was found. A lot of speculation online was that it was her car seat. It's not her car seat. Somebody's come forward and said, no, that's mine. So well, there's that. Just keep an eye on the chat. Keep you guys going. But yeah, I won't name the woman or anything like that. Melissa Wildcard. There's a face we haven't seen for a while. Good to see you. Oh, I've clicked on Lee now. Paulie's in here as well. Welcome, Melissa. Long time no see. Sorry on these circumstances. Paulie Walnuts. Sup peeps. Jinx saying hello to Melissa. Where was the mother when she disappeared? Well, allegedly, Karen, she was asleep. But we're just about to watch... we've got root beer here. We call it ginger beer, though, I think. But we do get your stuff in. I don't know if they mess with it before it gets here, if you know what I mean. Like they don't add certain things or whatnot. But I'll leave you to talk about that while I get up the press conference. I want to show you guys the press conference. This is press conference 1. It's only 5 minutes long. And it's literally on the ground. They must have just stopped the search and done this. I've got another one here ready to pull up for you. I'm not sure if it's going to play. If it doesn't play, I'll give you guys the link to it so you can watch it yourselves. If you guys can't watch it through Facebook because you don't have a Facebook, normally you can. But if you can't, I will sort something out, whether it's we watch it in Voices or something along them lines. But yeah, this is the press conference. Please listen because it's going to show you some key information. And before I press play on that, this is why we're here. This little cute little girl here. Absorb her facing. Absorb what she looks like. If you're in the Alabama area, this is who we're looking for. They want to know the last time you guys in this area saw her. It doesn't matter if it was 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. You could be that last person that starts their timeline. Okay, so let's go into the press conference.
Genises. I know it's been reported, and I've seen Facebook commentary about things going on. Obviously, we can't comment on all those things right now. There is an investigation that's going on, but the most important piece of that investigation is trying to find Genises alive and well and bringing her home to her family. So we're asking the public and the media to please get this message out share the poster that got put out on Facebook this morning with her picture. And if you know anything, don't hesitate, like that alert said that went out to our immediate area, to please contact Enterprise Dispatch and share that information so that police can track it down. It's important, though, they don't need spam calls. They need hard, concrete information so that the officers that we have on scene can do their job and not get flooded with stuff that's not relevant to what's going on here, which is the search and investigation into this matter.
So we provided deputies on scene at the time. We had canines on the ground, and we will continue. So yes, just reach out to the public. If they got any information to help us, we're reaching out to you guys to try to get some more answers. And we thank you for what y'all have done so far. The community's come out, supported us 110%, and we thank y'all for that.
Just the same thing the sheriff and the district attorney has said. Any information that's available, obviously, that needs to be sent to the Enterprise Police Department. Our agency is here to support Enterprise Police with any resource we have. We're prepared to do that until we hopefully find this child.
Yeah, well, is there a special needs, autism or anything like that would be no? So as far as, able-bodied would be. And what about custodial, a non-custodial situation? I mean, sometimes that happens.
We can't get into everything,
Right.
but there's no evidence at this point in time that this is any kind of dispute between parents of the child.
And have we been able to confirm her age? Is it 3 years old or 2 years old?
All I know is 3, so it could be different. I haven't been told any different. Have you been told different?
People
You
are,
have?
yeah.
Okay.
She may be just about to turn 3.
Okay.
But she's right in that 2 to 3 age range.
I have a question. Does the mother say, was she at home when, I guess, the child was?
That's what she said.
And is the father also in contact with you all?
We have contacted all the family members that we have discovered that are contactable. So several family members, and they are all working with us. We have a good relationship right now, and they're helping us tremendously.
There's also been mutterings of people wanting to start their own search parties for her. Is there anything you want to clarify to the public about that?
I don't think we're at the point right now to have mass search parties. We're trying to target certain locations. If it comes to a mass search party, we will certainly ask the public for help. But there's no reason right now to just show up and form your own. We will ask, and when we've asked in the past, we've had great response to that. So
we will organize that search party.
How's the mom doing?
What's that?
How is the mom doing?
I don't know. I haven't spoken with the mom in quite a while, so I can't really say.
What about the response from the neighbors? They've been out here for quite some time. Talk about what that means to have a community that's that concerned.
Yeah. We're going to try and work that out pretty soon. So I don't really have an answer for you.
They've been very cooperative. Really have.
And I would just say from our standpoint, as the sheriff's office and police continue to work this, if someone knows anything about this child, it is very important that you come forward and share. And I think we've seen some of that today with the neighbors talking to the police officers and answering their questions.
You can stay out here all night if you have to.
Exercise your right to remain silent. Politely.
No, it was not meant for you, officer.
Yeah, I think so. We will provide additional updates as we get them.
Thank you.
We don't have anything else but what we have right now. Like I said to some of you earlier, Our first updates will be on our Facebook page for a media update, and we will send out a media release after that. But if you need something, the most up-to-date thing, it will be Facebook. Currently, the media release may follow, but I don't know how long it will take to be put out on that. Okay.
If you've got kids in the
Where have I gone? Oh, I'm on the. Okay. So, thank you for covering the story as it's happening. I haven't seen much coverage of it. There is quite a bit of coverage actually, Beat Juice. A lot of bigger channels as well. But sadly, we have the Nancy Giuffre case, and everybody's streaming that. I like to talk about cases that aren't being talked about, and if we can, we interview the families. Uh, Obviously, in this case, I don't think that's going to happen because Dad's very emotional, and um, Enterprise is right next to Fort Rucker, which is a massive army helicopter base. They are flying dozens of helicopters all day and night. Someone sent me an update. Oh, that's great to put that out there. Oh, I did see something about. Didn't they take the? I think they took the helicopters out out actually, but I'm not. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I'm just going off what I heard, but yeah, they probably are scanning the area. Yeah, a glove came back with no evidence. Oh no, no match. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the Nancy case. Okay, so right, I'm going to attempt now to play this press conference. This press conference was, well, literally, it happened just before I went live. So let's see if it'll work. Oh, you know what? I need to reshare. 1 second. I need to reshare because I haven't got the sound on. Give me a second. For Alabama, sorry, I left that out. Okay. Share screen. Let's see if we can get this to work. Fingers crossed, because literally before the stream, it weren't having none of it. Aurora and Lee will tell you I was stressing, but now everything seems to be working a bit better. This is the press conference. It was literally happening before I hit live. So let's see if there's any information in this that's different.
Missing at 3:10 a.m., stating that Genesis walked out the front door. A thorough precursor search of the area did not result in any helpful leads of where Genesis had gone, and inconsistencies in Adrian's story resulted in more intense investigation. FBI, ALEA, Coffee County Sheriff, and numerous other agencies were notified as mutual aid, and the investigation responded to assist. The full staff of every division of the Enterprise Police Department remains engaged in investigation as the lead agency. The father, Genesis, grandmother, other family members, and those that knew Genesis were contacted through the investigation and have been very cooperative with law enforcement. Mariah, a person of interest but not a suspect, was generated through Adrian, who gave very little to no assistance on how to contact Mariah. We again ask the public to include Mariah. If you know who this might be, please come forward and share your information. Our ultimate goal is to safely reunite this child with the people who love her and are committed to her care and well-being. Although we are still investigating the whereabouts of Genesis, we are confident that Adrian made a false report that Genesis walked out of the apartment at 3 a.m. in the morning. Through the investigation, there's enough probable cause that has led to the arrest of Adrian. Adrian Reid has been charged with false reporting to local law enforcement authorities, a Class C felony due to the report alleging imminent danger to a person. This is the beginning of a long investigation, and the agencies involved and our community will not rest until Genises is returned home. Finally, and unfortunately, we have to address the spread of misinformation surrounding this case. We understand the public wants immediate answers, but speculation and unverified claims circulating on social media are not only inaccurate, they can actively interfere with an ongoing investigation. Individuals presenting opinions as facts and not involved in this case do not have access to verified information. We urge the community to recognize the difference between confirmed updates and online speculation. If anyone has legitimate information that could assist the investigators, we strongly encourage them to contact the police department directly. Opinions, rumors, and since credible facts and cooperation do. These individuals may be chasing attention and online validation, but their actions do nothing to advance the real mission, bringing Genises home safely, and only risk distracting from the work that truly matters. Our shared focus must remain on supporting the investigation and protecting its integrity so we can achieve the goal of returning her home safely. We will continue providing regular updates within the limits of what we can share, recognizing that protecting the integrity of this investigation and any further prosecution is essential. Our priority is and will remain bringing this child home safely and ensuring justice is served based on facts. The Enterprise Police Department is the only official source of accurate, verified information regarding this case. We urge the public to rely solely on updates released by our department to ensure that they receive facts, not speculation or misinformation. So at this time, we can answer many questions. Certainly, again, this is still an active investigation. We are still actively attempting to locate Genises. And the goal should be everybody should be bringing her home safely.
Can you talk a little bit about the search this morning and where that you all are at in that?
Searches, we tried to, we had a huge team come in. They conducted a grid search and they didn't report anything back. So that's where we're at with them.
Is there a bond set in the arrest?
So right now, she will be charged with that Class C felony. It will be placed on a status where she has to have an initial appearance and see a judge. So right now, there is not a bond. I will tell you that our office has requested with the judge's office, District Judge Josh Wilson, that we be present at that hearing, whether it be virtual or in person. We will be making arguments for an increased bond outside of the recognized bond schedule for a Class C felony, based on the status of this investigation and other facts and circumstances that we've learned. Discuss fully what those are, but nonetheless, we do feel like she needs to have a substantial bond at this point in time, given where we are.
Thank you.
Have you all been made aware of any concern prior to Monday about, from the family, of course, about the whereabouts of Genises? Was there
reaching this new person, that's in this case, the Mariah person? Have you all had any?
We have leads, but we have not found that person yet. Yes.
You mentioned some of the misinformation, but of course you all are asking the public's help. Is there a thin line between helpfulness and harmfulness that you want to remind the public of in this time?
I think helpfulness versus harmfulness, if they come to us, as I said this morning, somebody may have just a little puzzle piece to a huge puzzle. That information plug into what we already know and help us out drastically. Getting on Facebook and posting your opinions and your ideas on social media of where things should go without ever contacting us is misinformation. It's intended to bring eyes upon me and not the overall mission. And that's where I feel like that should be the thin line. If it's that important to them that they need to get on Facebook and post their opinions, certainly it's that important for them to contact us and say, this is the information we have.
Do you have a confirmed date of the last time Genesis was seen?
We do not have a confirmed solid date of the last time. We have a general area. As the flyer said, it was within the last 30 days we've had it confirmed somebody has seen her. You know, how well that goes, it could be after that. And that's just one person that we were able to talk to who knows her. Not saying that somebody in a store or something else didn't see her. And again, that may be that little puzzle piece. That person may have seen something like, that's weird. And that's kind of the information.
You all put something out about people conducting their own searches and stuff like that. With that, can you kind of talk just about if that complicates anything for you all, having people walk through those areas?
Absolutely it does. We have just because we're not actively out at the scene does not mean we're not actively. We have worked all day through the night, last night and yesterday. We have things set up to either confirm things that we know or to prove that the things that we don't know. Right. So people that take it out upon themselves to go and track over something that we could use for evidential value is always a concern. If they were to find something, are they certified and, you know, have they been to the school? We have a special team from Montgomery come down to assist us with evidence processing. It takes a special team to do that. Unless you're that, I would highly suggest you just let us do it. That could cause issues to prosecution. And this is not, you know, people may bring up a couple weeks ago, we had the 9-year-old missing. This is night and day difference. This has legal ramifications of prosecution of one or many parties. And it could, we know weeks ago,
we did. I'm very confident with it.
Can you all repeat the charge against them?
It's making a false report to law enforcement with imminent danger, which came about after an event in Hoover where the legislature allowed for the felony to be an option. So it's a Class C felony.
And to the public, of course, there's a lot of concern. Is there anything that you want to say in terms of that? Is there any imminent danger right now to the public that they should be concerned about? Or do you think this is pretty focused?
Not to the public. I think this is pretty focused. I think this is an event, an offense by a mother, and we have to get to the bottom of it. We know, again, through investigation for the last 24 hours, we know that her story to us is false. And that is, now we have to focus on how do we find Genesis and bring her home to the ones that do want her and want to take care of her and love her and raise her.
People are asking about a organized search that, and I've heard 3 different things about an organized search being done. And so I was wondering, is organized search, like for the public to help? Or is that
This morning
Okay.
through professional, or I think the people that have had the training, they have gone through the
Right.
steps that we use in many things. Again, mentioning the 9-year-old boy,
Mhm.
we've used them for just evidence collection because they're trained and they listen to,
Right.
to what the instructions are.
So no public.
There's calling in and saying, hey, if you need me, use me. We've got names and numbers for if we have to use a larger scale. But at this time, there is no reason that we're going to call them up right now.
I know there was some, I guess, rumblings, social media, just about some things found in this wooded area across from the apartment complex, like a mattress and car seat and things of that nature. Is that pertaining to this case? Is that lines up with anything? Is that evidence, I guess?
If it was evidence, it would have been picked up. I think there was always concern. Again, a lot of times, and I appreciate the community reaching out, calling us and saying, hey, this is strange. I think you need to check that out. That's what we need. That's what we want. So we get to go out there and go, okay, this is important or it's not. The teams that went out for evidence did not deem it to be a part of the case, so that's probably why they didn't collect it.
Yeah. We collected what we needed.
Can we verify that about the mattress that was supposedly burned, taken and burned, or is that like can we not talk about evidence?
I'm not going to talk about any evidence. Again, I mean,
Okay,
you know,
that's fine.
no, I like to stray with until we have all the facts.
Right.
Again, the primary reason why I'm even doing the press release is one, to let the public be informed of what's going on, to ease their mind. It's kind of an isolated event, but two, I want Genesis back in the mom's, I mean, the family's arms, that they can love her. I want that for my kids, and I want that for her. So.
Do you foresee more charges being brought for other people, or is it just the mother?
Currently, it's just the mother. Everybody else may be a witness. Again, investigations, you may say you have somebody of interest and you go, holy cow, that's bigger than what I thought. But currently, we just need to talk to people. Mariah is one of them. We just need to talk to her. Rather, she's here or somewhere else. We are hoping that it gets to her that we need to talk to her.
Was she supposedly in Ozark, the Mariah lady?
Again, we're going off a basis of somebody gave us a false report.
Right.
So we don't know.
Okay.
We're just taking little bits of saying, hey, let's try it right now. Because there's one person that knows the answers and they're not being truthful. So. Anything else? We're good? All right. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Okay, so that is the press conference. All up to date. Everybody's up to date. Mom has been arrested for a false police report. So they're obviously going with the neighbours and the locals saying they haven't seen her since Christmas, they haven't seen her for 3 weeks, and things like that. Which I'm glad everything's happening quick, because I think this is going to be wrapped up pretty quick, and it's going to be a court case with a lot of litigation going on. But I do believe this is going to be wrapped up pretty quick, regards finding her and all of that stuff. Rescue says find Genesis now. Yeah, we want that as soon as possible. If there's any locals watching this, please reach out to me via Facebook, and we will discuss it deeper with you guys, and if you guys want, we can do a stream together. With messages. All I can ask you guys is to pray for Genesis, Nova, Reid. Don't just pray for her. If you are in the area and there's a possibility that you will have to see her, go forward, speak. If it was in 2 months, 2 months ago, you could have critical information that could help build a timeline. And again, my thoughts are with Dad. I hope that everything goes all right, but it looks like something nefarious happened and she's out there. We need Mom to talk, or somebody could be a witness to what happened. Hopefully, whoever you are, somebody speaks. Smash the like, share the live, spread awareness for Genesis Reid. If you're new, please hit the subscribe. Check out our other missing persons cases and interviews with families, because the interviews with families are what's key. So please check them out. And hopefully I did you guys good, and you're happy with the live that are local. Megan, yeah, justice for Galen's Angels, Kiana, Kiara, Kerriel, and Coyote. The Flora 4. Hopefully justice comes. It is kind of like Harmony Montgomery, yeah. Not quite the time frame, but it's also like our young friend Hayden Manfish, is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Lives. Hayden. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, it's been a while since we've covered him. We'll cover him again. Hayden. Okay. There we go. Hayden Manis. So it's like Hayden Manis's case. Again, like Harmony's. Rescue says, Rip Baby, Evelyn. Thank you, Karen, for coming and always being here. I am off. I am going to bed. If anybody jumps in voices, I'll join you. Again, to all the new people that come in, please subscribe. Please check out the other missing persons cases and hit the like to help get these faces out into the algorithm.